Welcome to part two of chicken stock. I'm just going to show you how to strain it, which obviously you can use the same technique for your beef stock. But the whole idea is I'm not too worried about some of the things going through, so I'm just going to use a colander. But you could use a wire strainer as well. That would work well. And what we're trying to do is pour all that stuff out, and then basically the rest will be garbage, but let it cool before you put it into your garbage can or anything like that, because it will it can melt plastic and all kinds of stuff, or even bags, and then just make a mess, and you don't want that. Can you put it in your compost? Absolutely not. Okay, so any bones and things like that, any meats and things like, never put in your compost or hide in your garden. You're just asking for trouble from pests and different things. So very important that this will be thrown out, and that's it. So let's take a look at our chicken stock. Actually, I'll just bring you over to take a look here. So here we are. So you can see that it's reduced a little bit. I've taken off the scum. We've got a good simmer going on here. This will be hot, okay? But we want to get that strained kind of one that's hot. You can let it drop a little bit in temperature. Sorry, let me see if I can get this right. Here we go. And but you can just go straight. Just take your time. Anytime you're pouring, okay. Again, you should be using oven mitts. Maybe I'll just show you the proper technique here. There we go. Okay, 2 oven mitts. And any time you pour this kind of thing, you're always pouring away from yourself. It's also okay to do it in the sink. So sometimes, just to be super safe, pour it into the sink. Now, don't make a crazy mistake. I had a student a couple years ago, and I said, okay, you need to strain your stock. So what they did was they put the colander in the sink, and they poured it in without putting anything to catch the stock, and the stock went all the way down the drain, and all he was left with, or she, I can't even remember, whether it was bones and vegetables. Actually, I do remember who it was, but I don't want to give it away. So yeah, it was he or she. So we will do this, and you're always sort of pouring away from yourself. Don't pour toward yourself, this way. So I'm going to do that this way. And if I can keep a lot of the bones in the container, in the stock pot, that's even better. That's it. I'm just going to keep that out there. And basically all I've created is a liquid that has all the flavor, the nutrients, the minerals, the vitamins of all the stuff that was in it, okay? And the flavors of the aromatics that I put in there, which were parsley and thyme, and bay leaf and peppercorns, and of course my mirepoix adds a lot to it too. Okay, so this is what I have left in here. So I'm going to let that cool before I put that in the garbage. When I take this out, and I can tell there's little, you'll see little bubbles that look like oily bubbles on the top. Let's see if, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that through here. But you'll see there's little bubbles there. Those are all little bubbles of fat. And that fat is going to be helpful for us. Okay, so it's going to allow us to create a coating when it cools down on top of the stock, which will protect it, and it'll preserve it a little bit longer. So anyways, that's chicken stock. That's part 2. And have a great day. And we'll talk about other things that you can do with that chicken stock. See you.